Back here for our next segment on PALS TV. Started out the day in Jefferson County. Now we're heading out to Licking County, Central Ohio, to join our friends at Together We Grow. I was actually going back and looking at how long they've actually been doing this for us, and it's been since the beginning, really, since season 1 or 2, and that was the end of April. So we literally watch things from the greenhouse to get moved to the garden, and now we're seeing, the wonderful food they're putting together from what they produce. So love these segments. And live from Licking County, we have our friends at Together We Grow.
Hi guys, Licking County here, Together We Grow. It's a special day. Every day is a special day, but it's really a special day when our PALS people are here. And we just want to real quick shout out to TK. It's his birthday today. And we just want to sing happy birthday to TK today. Everybody? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, TK. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday, TK. All right. I think he does always like coming to the gardens. He's usually smiling here. So we try to keep everybody happy. We are talking all about peace. What was that? I said it earlier. Peace, love, gardening, and tie-dye today.
Peace, love, Led Zeppelin.
And Dan says Led Zeppelin. Yeah. I did bring my speaker, but we won't jam right now. We'll wait till later in the day, maybe when we get home or something. But today we're going to Kim, our Bose. She has been with us from the beginning, and she has tie-dyed, put together a natural tie-dye, beet and turmeric tie-dye. Here is, I'm going to try to get over to you really quick. But she has let this sit overnight. This is what we're doing today. We're going to unravel this soon, right? We're going to check it out. I don't know if anyone at home has ever tie-dyed before, but it's so fun. And the cool thing is that we have used things from the garden to tie-dye with. So we have beets. We just crushed up some raspberries, blackberries. You guys, this is the original source of the dye that we're using today. We got this at a garden, one of our friends, Clint, in Licking County. Our beets don't quite look like that. We garden organically, but it's always neat to see what other people got growing on. Huge. So anyways, I'm going to give it to Kim. And Kim, you want to talk a little bit about the process of this tie-dye?
Now wait, back up 1 second.
Okay.
Now the Native Americans used to use all these different vegetables to dye all their stuff to make their native headdresses, all their native garb. They use natural stuff for dyes. And that's where Kim's got the whole natural concept going on.
All right. Okay. I was saying yesterday when she was teaching us this, I feel very ancient and wise in doing this. It kind of makes you feel like, all right.
Screen bigger so you can see yourself better.
Can you do that?
You just click on it.
Okay, guys, we're 1 second.
Start playing with our.
We're going to try to get it so you can see better. I don't know how to do it.
You can.
1 second. Yeah.
That's all right.
Sarah, do you?
But there was a way to so like you just click from there. You go.
There. And then maybe click on participants.
Click on. Bring that back. And I've never had that for full screen. Well, we can figure that out for next time.
Yeah. Spotlight video. I think that might be it. Spotlight video.
Bear with us.
We know how to grow gardens. We know how to run
Kind of
technology.
look down on stuff down here.
I don't think anyone knows Zoom to the T yet. Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well, we'll
Yeah,
just
it's
go
all right.
with what we did
Just
before.
go with it. We're going to grow with it.
So
Okay.
get a, I guess you can
So
get
you
a shot
guys,
of all this.
1 second. I'm gonna just take this out actually, and I'm going to record if I can turn it around here. Just give me a second. Goodness. Okay, here we go.
Grow.
Here we go.
Wow.
Okay, Kim.
Okay,
Hi.
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 I'm going to take my mask off for this. So I went online and I found a recipe for tie-dye for beets and for turmeric. And she already showed you the giant beet. I used 2 of these. And also turmeric is a spice. It's not something that we did get out of the garden, but it was part of the recipe that I had. And the other thing we're going to try, just because I didn't know we had blackberries, we're just going to try to dip it in some of this.
Mm-hmm.
But to make the beet dye, this is what it looks like. It's very, very red. What you do is you cut up the beet into small pieces. You put it in water and you cover it about 2 inches taller. Then you just boil it until the beets are done, just as if you were going to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you let the beets cool. Then you take that mixture and you put it in your blender. And you blender it all up, and then you put it through a sieve, which is one of those things that kind of takes out the pulp. And so there's a little bit of pulp left, and then you just drain it into here, and it turns out to be a nice liquid, nice smooth liquid. So that's what's left after you've blendered it and you have strained it. Now, one of the things that we're going to do is the part that I strained off is called beet pulp. Later in the segment, we're going to make a beet and yogurt dip out of what we strained off. So none of it's going to waste.
Mm-hmm.
The turmeric one was a little bit easier. I just put in 4 cups of water, 4 tablespoons of turmeric. And they also had me put this through a sieve, but there's a lot of the turmeric is still left in there, even though I sieved it out. So you have to constantly stir. But both of these were heated up and then you just let them cool. So this is turmeric dye. And the one thing you want to be very careful about is when you're working with these, they are dyes. So they will ruin your tablecloth, your cutting board.
So all the, yep. So everyone here, if you would like to, it looks like you have a white t-shirt, unless you want it tie-dyed, put a t-shirt on or put an apron on.
You're going to do a tie-dye too, right? Sure, yeah.
And
Okay,
Alan
we have
is,
one of our participants getting potatoes.
yes, Alan loves the potatoes here, so he'll be back shortly, I'm sure, but he's getting his potatoes.
So what I did yesterday, just to see if I could get a sample for everybody today, is I took one of those bandanas, that has the little pattern on it. And it was a white one I got from Walmart for like $1. And then I took it and I put rubber bands very, very tightly all over it in all different places. And then I dipped different sections of it into the dye. And this is what it looked like. Now you have to let it set for overnight or 24 hours, something like that. So it's still a little damp. And then the next thing that you do is you cut off the rubber bands and you hopefully have a tie-dye pattern that didn't seep through too much. And one of the things, you don't want to soak it too much, they said, because it'll seep in and you won't get the white that kind of shows through, which I don't know. This is all being done live and on air. So we don't know how it's going to turn out.
Okay.
Hey.
Would you like this?
So it looks like I don't have any of the little white spots, but
You got good color everywhere.
I've got good color everywhere.
I love the colors.
So your pattern can be anything you want. There's some that got some white in it.
Oh, I love it.
It's very, very easy to do. You don't have to make as much as I did. You can make a much smaller batch. And there's all kinds of recipes online. They actually have tutorials on how to tie up or put rubber bands on your items. And you can get a certain pattern. I didn't want to get that sophisticated with mine. But it's still pretty damp. And what you want to do with it now is I'm going to have to run over to the hose and rinse it off. But before I do that, you want me to start getting the participants going?
Yeah, you guys, let's go ahead. Let's do some tie-dyeing. Who wants to tie-dye? Natural ingredients.
Yeah.
You look ready, Zach. TK's definitely ready.
Yeah. So this is what it ended up looking like.
Sarah, are you ready? Sarah's always ready to tie-dye.
I am.
Lou? Lou's got her tie-dye on today.
Lou's an old hippie from way back.
Yes. She said she probably got it at a music festival, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Which is awesome. Oh, I love it.
That's
How much do you want for it? Just give me a price. It's beautiful.
The next step
You
on this, I'll
guys.
just tell you guys ahead, is you rinse it off with the garden hose outside. Again,
Okay.
You don't want to stain your white sinks if you have stainless steel.
Okay.
Rinse it off with the garden hose, then you let it dry completely. And then you actually put it in your dryer, and that will fasten the color into it.
Okay.
And then there's instructions on the bottom that are very, very important. Let me see if we've got it on here. Because your dryer will maintain some of that. After drying the garment in the dryer, recommend running a damp towel that you don't care if it gets stained through it one more time. So you're going to dry this, and then you're going to put a damp towel in your dryer that is a rag.
That'll kind of soak up the excess. And then after that, you should be fine to.
You should be fine to wash it. I would probably not wash it with whites.
Yes.
Wash it with your jeans or something like that.
What?
But that's what it looks like.
Nick Bartow, what do you think? Thumbs up? Yeah, I knew you'd like this. Okay, so Dana's going to go rinse the tie-dyed bandana.
All right, everybody, did you want an apron? Oh, no, you're fine.
Sarah
Okay.
doesn't care. She's all about, yep.
So we've got gloves. We recommend gloves so you don't get your hands all dirty.
Okay.
Go over too.
All right, so now we get to see the steps firsthand. We get to see.
Oh, you know what? You don't
What
need
Kim
this 'cause
did.
We're just going to do rubber bands.
So it's up to you.
So we have items like a little t-shirt for Sarah's daughter.
Oh, she's going to love that.
And then we have 3 regular white bandanas.
Yeah, bandana could be a
White
scarf.
We have a couple of them like mine that have a pattern.
Okay.
And then we have scarves. You should use 100% cotton material. And then we have scarves.
Oh, neat.
Which people could, put it. You can use it as a mask. You can use it for whatever you want. We've got scarves. So
That's
you
awesome.
had mentioned that you wanted one with the black. And would you like a scarf or a bandana or a plain white one? Plain white bandana. Okay.
Okay, Sarah's got a plain white
What would you like?
bandana.
I'd like a scarf. Okay, so Lou's got a scarf, and then I will, while you're doing it, Sarah, I will hold the camera, but for now, we'll
Okay.
just put this back in. We have to be really careful that we don't dribble.
I actually
Thanks.
think.
Hi,
Hi, Nick.
Oh, I did. You want to do
Oh,
another one?
shoot. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
Oh, good.
1 second.
I don't know if Alan's going to be into this.
He's getting some.
He is a potato picking wild man, let me tell you.
Okay. So you don't have to buy, am I still on?
Yes, you are on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to tripod the phone here. There we go. We're good.
So you don't have to buy special tie-dye rubber bands. You can buy any ones, but I got multicolored tie-dye rubber bands.
Because we're all about the color
Because
today.
it's so cute.
Yeah, very, very cute.
So what we're gonna have the participants do is they're gonna sit here and they're gonna tie-dye, they're gonna put the rubber bands on, they're gonna make try and visualize what the pattern's gonna be. When they're done dipping, we're gonna have them put it in a plastic bag so that it doesn't get all over everything, where it can sit until tomorrow.
Okay.
So you guys start rubber banding. Cool. Now, if you want something in the middle of your scarf, you can kind of keep it folded in 4 and just put a rubber band around it like that.
How'd you put it in 4?
So see, it's kind of folded like that. If you want something in the middle, you can start by putting a rubber band right there. Here, Terry. And do it as tight as you can get the rubber band.
Look at Nick.
And then Sarah, you're welcome to come over here. And
All right. Let's see.
which one do you want to do first?
Roz's.
Now, I always do this at home with Rit dye, but this, like I said, I feel way cooler doing it with natural ingredients. And this is a nice cotton. I bet it'll really stick to this.
Yeah.
Now, what is that material? Is it all cotton?
That's 100% cotton.
Okay.
This probably might have some polyester. in it, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm doing some so
Okay, so you just take little pieces. I think I want one right in the middle.
There you go. And do it as tight as you can because you want it to be able to have a little bit of the wet. What'd you do with the one you rinsed up?
the beet juice came out.
Did it?
You guys, we recommend
much-
letting this sit
Too
for.
much saying good, but the beet juice washed right out.
We're going.
Sarah's got it over there.
We're
Okay.
going to, you guys. We're gonna recommend. We're gonna change the ingredient or the instructions a little bit. We're gonna say let it sit for about a week before you.
Well,
Wash
I've got
it
a
out.
yellow. I've got a yellow and white bandana, which is fine. But the beet juice came out.
That still looks really cool.
And
Kind of
you know
fits
what?
in with the sunflower.
If you're wanting to wear it for the day, you could just, rock it. Celebrate a certain day with it. With the bandana.
Maybe what I'll do is I'll try again.
I wonder if you got it completely dry and then
Yeah,
ironed
that's the
it
thing.
before
It
you
wasn't
rinsed it.
all the way dry.
It said just overnight. It didn't even say it had to be dry.
So we're gonna add.
Okay, so do you want like a bunch
We're
of
gonna
like
say
little,
let it sit for a week. I mean,
like colors?
I'm gonna try
I
mine.
could
that
probably
way.
Google it while we're all doing it. Can they see people?
I'll make it tie dye scarf.
So Lou, get back in the camera. thing.
So you
This
guys,
one.
Hey,
That's not gonna work.
tie-dye face mask.
okay, I will.
Make him one.
Dan would like a tie dye face mask, so we're gonna do that as well.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
I wrapped mine up right there.
That won't do much there. It's just gonna all soak up evenly. If you don't have it really, really tight and scrunched,
yeah.
you won't get a pattern. You have to make the rubber bands just as tight as you possibly can.
So if anything, it's a fun thing to do. I'm even finding it fun just putting the rubber bands on there.
You want me to do one for Dan?
Yeah, we're gonna make Dan a face mask.
Okay, so he wants a plain one, or you think he wants one with the pattern?
I think he would like. I'm gonna put one right on the shoulder. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
He probably would like a long one.
I'm not getting these.
Make it really, really tight. You're trying to make it so that the dye doesn't go where the rubber band is, and then you end up with like a white pattern on it.
How are you guys doing it?
Just grab a handful and twist it. And put
Twist and like that?
you could do that and then twist it around and then put a rubber band on it. What do you think Dan would like? A plain one or?
I think he would like I think the white one. Because I don't see him really doing the scarf around.
That would be a little good.
Can I see? Okay, you can kind of see.
Can you see us?
Yep.
All right.
Well, I am sorry that the beat came out. You know what? I could probably Google it and see what happened.
Did you use salt beforehand or anything like that?
No.
There's something that you use to adhere it to the fabric.
Huh.
Is that 100% cotton?
Yeah, these are 100% cotton,
Okay.
and it didn't say anything about that. And it didn't say to let it dry.
Have you ever dyed, Sarah, where it said to use like a salt or something beforehand? Or something. Something that would
Vinegar. I've always put
No?
vinegar in.
No? Yeah, vinegar, something that you would adhere.
Well, let's Google. That's why we've got this thing. My beet juice tie-dye.
Okay, she needs one over by her butt. And my girl, she's a tie-dye type of girl, so I think that she's gonna appreciate this just as much as everyone else appreciates theirs. And TK is going to Texas Roadhouse for his birthday dinner tonight.
Texas Roadhouse.
How about right?
Tumbleweed.
Tumbleweed. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes.
Tumbleweed's good too.
Oh, yeah, you had another one? You're probably from me, weren't you?
I went to Tumbleweed a few weeks ago with my mom and Larry.
I did notice it.
And
soon as
Larry.
they-
I
the
was gonna say
governor
my
said
dad,
they
but he's not really my dad. so-
Whatever it is. I'm kidding.
could- the
But this lady went through 3 different steps to get it to set, and then the first time she washed it, it washed out anyway.
Oh,
Well, that we don't need to talk about that. This is all about, just enjoying.
Well, the turmeric works great, and you know what? I can try some of the blueberry.
Yeah.
Or
I was gonna say, I think I've had blackberry stains on my clothes that never came out.
Oh yeah, and I know Roz has plenty because she's over here picking the blackberries, and she definitely has blackberry dye, stain dye.
Well, this scarf, if it has any pattern, it's going to be a surprise. It's going to be totally random.
See, and that is cotton.
They recommend you use wool, not cotton, if you're going to dye with beads. How many people want to buy a wool product in the middle of summer?
Not a lot of people.
Let's say there is any. Think about this so far, bro.
Okay, it says, this recipe says you should cook it in the dye. So we could actually
Okay,
fire
Liz.
up your stove and cook all this stuff.
Wow. Maybe we can do that while we are making our beet dip.
We don't have any pans we can cook in now.
Oh, I didn't.
Those potatoes are not going to do well.
Oh, shoot, I
Scratch
didn't
that.
think about it. Scratch that. Well, where's it? Somebody have a pan over at the office?
So what kind of pan do you need? I live across the street.
Any kind
a
of a
cooking pan, like a sauce pan.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fairly big, so
Now can the participants sit here?
Can they stay?
Oh, that's why I got kids at home. They're running over.
Oh, okay, yeah, have them bring over a pan.
Sarah saves the day. We're gonna get a pot, and we're gonna be able to.
That means everybody has to, you only get one color in the pot, so we do that, either the beets or the turmeric. Which the turmeric seems to stay in longer.
well, I'm going to see if the stove fires up.
So you definitely did not like any white. I don't know if I would necessarily mind having white.
Yeah, see, I wanted the white to kind of show between the colors, and that's what the rubber band should keep the dye from coming out. If you squeeze it really, really tight, the dye will absorb into both sides of it. And so my thought is you'll get a little bit of white, and I did. I got some white on mine. So it should be kind of in between. Oops, I tied it up a little bit more.
So
Got some white spots, but the yellow turned
Did
out
you get
great.
yours all tied? Are you tying yours?
There we go.
And then whenever you want, I can show them how to make beet and yogurt dip.
Let's
do that. While you
Yeah.
guys are working on
You guys,
this.
we're gonna move on, and we are going to make some beet and yogurt dip
Are we going to?
using. That way, we when we made our dye here, we're still using the beets. We're not just
Okay.
dyeing with them today. We're gonna have a snack, and everybody loves snacks.
Are we going to set tie-dyeing this?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna wait until Sarah gets back with her pot, and then
Okay.
we're going to put them in a hot pot. So maybe it adheres better. Okay, I'm gonna turn it around to Kim. Make sure. Well, Kim now. Okay, Kim, how do you make beet dip?
So on the recipe for making the dye, they said if you have leftover beet pulp, which is what this is the pulp. This is what I strained off of. Looks a little bit like jelly. This is what I strained off of the beets. After I put them in the blender, I sent them through a little colander, a sieve, and I made beet pulp.
Nice.
And then the recipe calls for 1 pound of beets, so that's about a pound of beet pulp.
Okay.
And then yogurt. And this is Greek yogurt. It'll be thicker and creamier if you use Greek yogurt. And it's plain. You don't want any of the flavored yogurt.
Okay.
So you want to make sure you get
The plain
plain Greek.
Greek yogurt.
There we go.
Pick that up at Aldi's.
Oh, did you?
Yep, all of this stuff came from Aldi's.
And this is
Find
a half
everything
cup
you
measure. So I
Okay.
just need a cup and a half would be 3 of these.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big one.
Yeah.
And 2. I don't think you have to be too precise. And 3. So 3 cups of Greek yogurt, and then 3 teaspoons of lemon juice. I put it in this little container. It's pre-measured.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 teaspoons of lemon juice.
Okay.
And then there's a little salt. They want you to put salt in, so I grabbed one of those containers from the stores. And this is olive oil, and I don't think I'm supposed to use all of it. I should have reread the instructions. I think I used everything but a tablespoon. So there's 3 tablespoons in there, so I'll add some of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says a pinch of salt. Take this.
And that really is a pinch.
I think it is a pinch.
It's a little more than a pinch, but
There we go.
about 2
Do you ever
pinches.
have the little measuring spoons that say a smidge and a pinch? And
I've
that
seen
teeny
those.
tiny-
And they're so cute.
They're so cute. So we're going to mix this up. And I have no idea how it's going to taste. I guess if you don't like beets, you're certainly not going to care for it.
Now, I have not had beets since I was like very small. Well, smaller than I am now. And I did not like them, but I am very, you know how as you get older, tastes change.
Mm-hmm.
And today is the telling moment if I like beets now.
Well, Sarah, I am going to roast you some beets sometime.
I had a babysitter that made me eat beets,
That's not good.
and I think that was traumatizing for me.
So I will roast some beets for you that I think you would very much like, unless that flavor is still so traumatic for you. It makes it a pretty
I mean, I
color.
don't remember the flavor itself being traumatic. I think it was that I was being made to eat them was traumatic.
Yeah. Well, when you're a kid, you don't want to be made to put something in your mouth.
No.
I was kind of a picky eater, so
Mm-hmm.
I totally understand. So it's a beautiful color.
Yeah, it is. Look.
Nice consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine what it's going to taste like. So what it recommended that we use is pita bread. I think you guys are probably familiar.
Pita bread. And we used that for our pizzas a couple
did.
weeks ago.
Those
So
pizzas were good. I took the extra some to my husband and he loved it.
I bet.
You know, and he normally likes pepperoni and all that. He
Yes,
liked all the
those were
vegetables.
good.
So he really liked it. So I'm just going to go ahead and maybe I'll just cut up 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because we also have some celery for somebody who
Yep.
doesn't want the carbs.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll bet you beets have a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
Because they're very sweet.
So we're gonna kind of cut the pita bread, and Lou is over here firing up her stove burner. Okay. So we can cook the beet dye.
And I don't know if we really need to. I mean, I don't know how much it's going to.
Yeah, but might as well.
I think it'd be fun for people to be able to dip
I
it
mean,
in
we're
there.
prepared. We have it, so we might as well use it, right? Try it. Right,
Okay.
Zach? What do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah?
Yeah,
This is Zach's first time to the garden, and we're just so happy he's here. What do you think so far, Zach?
it's really neat.
Thanks. We'll have to give Zach a tour.
Oh yeah.
We'll give you a tour and let you know where everything is. And
I have some celery here.
okay, we got celery.
So I hope people like it. Cut on the ends, and we're
I
in
think
the
I'll like
garden.
it.
We can just pitch it,
Uh-huh.
and we'll cut off the dirt. We can just pitch that. And there's some celery.
Hey. Okay, you guys. Let's see here.
Who's gonna be brave enough to try it? Where's Dan?
I'll try it. Dan had to go mow.
Oh,
I love your pot, Sarah. Now, I thought she was just going to come
my
back
gosh,
with just a silver, basic pot. And look at her.
Look at my pot.
She's got it growing on.
Try it.
It's purple. It's so cute. Okay.
All right. So can people see?
You guys, who wants to come over and try some beet dip?
We've got plates if it's good enough that you want more than what's there.
All right, Zach, you be our man.
Mhm.
Pretty much. I'm almost afraid to try it.
Are you?
Like, okay.
I'm not afraid.
Not me.
You're not afraid. Good for you.
I'm not afraid. I'm gonna face this. What does it look? Okay, we
Tastes
have
Tastes like yogurts and beets.
okay, we
tastes like yogurt
have
and beets.
crushed walnut here.
Oh, we do have some walnuts you can put on.
Anyone would like
Now,
to?
Dan said to put in horseradish, and that's one of the options, but I was afraid people wouldn't like
That's
horseradish.
good.
Do you like it?
Is it open yet?
Got some?
Want
Do
some
you
more?
want to put together a tie-dye shirt? Buddy, you need to wipe your nose, my man. Thank you, Mr. Towel, please.
Yeah. I
Oh,
wanted to try mine with some
yeah.
chopped
There you go.
walnuts.
Go out that way, buddy. I can't say that
There
I'm
you
a
go.
huge fan,
That looked good.
but
There is no you want them.
It was
Now I'm
really
really
good.
nervous.
It's not like horrible. It's just
no. It's not horrible.
No.
It's not? No, it's good. It's good.
so. This is a taste test you probably don't mind missing.
You guys, the pita bread is great. The beets, you know, this is what it's all about. You know, you have to try the vegetable. You have to try the recipe. See if you like it, because if you don't like it, that's fine. If you don't try it, then you usually end up missing out on things.
I don't think we're gonna have a stove.
That's okay. We can just do what I did, and
You want to
maybe
try one out?
we can set them. Well, I don't recognize you without a hat on.
Huh?
I've never seen you without a hat on.
I was going to pick the potatoes.
Yeah.
I can't get it started.
They're like, oh, that's good.
Alan, let us know what you think.
Good.
You like it?
That's kind of a little dry.
Okay, so is it safe to try yet?
Oh, yeah. We have a whole bunch of people that say it's not horrible.
What is this?
It's
That's
not,
olive oil.
Here, wipe your shirt with your buddy.
somehow it's not horrible. It's not a great recommendation. Okay, what was in this? Beets and
Yogurt, beets, lemon juice, and olive oil.
Okay, so I took off my mask. But it's still back there where
I mean, it's one of those things that
Right
it's like
now-
you just don't love it, but you just don't hate
Oh,
it.
so we're watching him eat.
What did you think, Alan? What do you think?
You like it?
Yeah.
Ooh, who wants more? You want some more?
I'm okay.
You're okay. Yeah, okay. Wasn't that
Alan
good?
says it's good.
All right.
And Zach, you want more?
Yeah. Well, see, I could have put in horseradish, and I didn't bring it. I forgot to bring it,
gotcha.
but I was going to ask people if they wanted
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I'll have to finish this, but I don't love it.
Blue, what do you think?
it doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's not bad.
Okay.
I think I should have brought
Two.
horseradish.
3,
It's kind of
4,
boring.
5.
Yeah.
Kind of boring.
Sarah, same.
It's not bad. I mean, I'm eating it.
Zach is waiting on McDonald's, he says.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Did
3,
TK try it, or he's
4,
not interested?
5, 6, 7,
Alright.
One
8,
more.
9,
Alan would like one
10.
more.
11, 12, 13, 14,
Okay, you guys.
15, 16,
All right, well, now we can
17,
start dipping.
18,
We're gonna
19.
start dipping now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your idea.
Oh, yours is good. So what you want to do is you want to dip different parts, a little bit in here and a little bit in there. Yes, you're going to need these gloves.
Tie-dye up the cloth to make tie-dye? Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's tie-dye time. Again. I just hear a lot of feedback.
Yeah, there is a lot.
Somebody is jamming. Yeah. When was the last time you had it out?
Which one, Eleanor? The black print or the plain white one?
No, I don't have a plain white one. We're out of those. So you get that like that, it's going to end up like mine. Oh, his hands are real dirty.
Alan's about to tie-dye.
I'm gonna go get a hand wash.
Okay.
Yeah, there was upstairs on that side.
Hi.
What's that?
Big garden.
My status
Guys, we are gonna go ahead and start dipping.
Last time you moved on, you've got some big hands, don't you?
If I'm gonna dye mine, I better do that.
I can stick it on a line. This is your Is that gonna be all right? Okay. So just grab your scarf and just start dipping all the little arms. Just start dipping them in the stuff. Let me see how tight you got stuff. This is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and make some of them a little bit tighter so that get a little bit better pattern.
The place that did my house today, the place that did that one.
That's pretty.
It used to be in the mall.
Oh really?
It was put underground station. They used to be in the mall.
Yeah, I know that. You could tie dye at the mall.
No,
Oh, okay.
that used to be there, but they moved now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, start dipping any way you want. Let's start dipping. And this is possibly might work. We're not sure.
We're gonna try the blackberries too.
Is that fine?
Zach is dipping in the turmeric.
I'm gonna make sure you got it nice and
Wow. I can tell you have a technique. You know how you want it to look, don't you? That is the beat. Next one.
It's slipping.
That's okay. We'll get it cleaned up. Huh? So we're... Alright. Good job. What we'll do is...
No.
So now you just find another little arm and you can stick it in anything. You can put some in there. You can put that back in the bowl.
Very cool.
I'll put it back in the bowl.
Tie-dye, yep.
Yep, we're tie-dyeing right now.
Just lay the whole thing in there.
What kind of ingredients
Well,
do
you
you
can do
need?
different size, so you kind of want to dip it.
Take whatever's white. I'll take that little guy there.
Yeah, but do we
Take all the little
have any of
rubber
that
band
stuff?
things.
Huh? What, Dusty?
What? Do you have to have food coloring?
You do not have to have food coloring because what we did is we have used
Okay.
natural ingredients. We used a beet, and as you can see, there's a beet there. Kim chopped up a beet and blended it. And then we have turmeric, which is a spice. And I kind of missed how you got that to be.
You know what? The turmeric was very easy. You just put 4 tablespoons of turmeric in 4 cups of water, and then you boil it. And you let it
Wow. Yeah.
Super
Super easy and super dye. It's a super dye.
Yeah, it seems to be working out there. So
Yeah. I mean, honestly, in the future, I will remember that. The turmeric, especially. Because it does not wash out easily. It sets very well. And I like the color. I think the color is beautiful. It's like a sunshine yellow.
I was going to say, it's like sunshine.
I think I'm going to leave it like
Yes,
this.
you're going to leave it like that?
Do you have a bag
I
somewhere?
do.
I like that. You save some white in there. Right? Okay, so Zach has finished with his.
We're going to put it in the bag.
We're going to put it in a bag because remember, we let it sit overnight and it wouldn't hurt to let it sit for 2 nights. 2 nights. And then, Kim, again, what's the instructions afterwards? And we have some printed here, but.
You rinse it out with water and carbonate so that all the dye is out in your jar.
Okay.
And then you let it dry and you put it in your dryer to really set the color.
Okay, and the first time you put it in the dryer, you want to put another towel in there that you don't really.
After you're done putting this in the dryer, run the dryer again.
Thank you.
So now, see, okay? Okay.
I know someone's listening to some hip hop.
Tie-dye aprons or t-shirts?
What? Can you bring your
Tie-dye
t-shirt?
aprons or t-shirts?
Yeah, you can tie-dye aprons, t-shirts. The material should be either 100% cotton, or apparently it needs to be wool. So I will tell you that from my experience in dyeing things, polyesters or any of those kind of things do not adhere to the dye. You'll maybe see it in it, but then when you wash it, it'll completely come out. So you have to use, if you want to do an apron or t-shirt, 100% cotton or 100% wool.
And they have aprons at Walmart. All the scarves and
Okay.
the bandanas at Walmart for 97 cents. They have aprons too.
Neat.
I don't remember how much they were, but they're very inexpensive. They have it in kind of the crafting section.
Okay.
So
you could be like Lou and have a tie-dyed apron. And I know I want to be like Lou, so I'm sure you do too. And I love Kim's tie-dye with the heart. Now, do you think that's hand tie-dyed, or do you think that's done? I mean, because that is pretty amazing.
Produced, but I don't know how they do it.
It's really cool.
There were a lot for my husband to choose from that had hearts on them.
Yeah, and I wonder how you would make the heart.
I don't know. If the Nelsonville Music Festival ever happens again, which they say it will, there's a tie-dyer down there that actually sells all sorts of things that are hand tie-dyed, and also does some there, so you can watch.
Neat. What? I wonder what they use. It's like clothing dye.
They probably use a professional dye, but they don't know. Yeah. There's a lot of natural stuff.
Sarah, do you dye? I want to go to that too. Oh, Lou, look at Lou's. I like it. That's pretty. I know. I would wait a little longer than a day.
Well, I think I'll also iron it with a really hot iron.
Yeah, let it set. Lou has a good point. She's gonna try ironing it, so that way maybe that'll help set the color in better. Sarah, I know this is not your first time tie-dyeing.
No. Look at you. When I was the camp counselor, we would have an entire day dedicated to tie-dye.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
There needs to be an entire day dedicated. National Tie-Dye Day.
Everything.
There must be a national tie-dye day. You know,
Yes.
It's National Dog Day
But
today.
there
I
is.
should have brought my dog.
Oh, you should have. And we could have made him a little tie-dye bandana for like around his neck or something. So this goes to show you, tie-dye has been around for a long time.
Yum. That is good. Yum.
And not only that, tie-dye does not die. The tie-dye lives forever.
So I did Dan's. I took all the tips and made them one color, and then I'll do the rest in another color.
Awesome.
All right.
So next week, Dan will be sporting his tie-dye.
We all have to wear our bandanas.
I will. And Alan, what did you pick from the garden today?
What's that?
What did you pick from the garden today? Can we see them? I want to see what they look like. Did you get some good ones? Alan loves to pick the potatoes here. They're a lot of fun.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Let me see.
He's your garden baby.
Awesome. I bet your family really appreciates that too.
Oh, they do.
So these are Yukon Gold, I do believe. Did you get all the same type? I'm not sure exactly what these are. Anybody know? I remember planting them.
They look like the red potatoes.
Yeah. Wow.
We love them.
Those look delicious.
We love them.
My daughter loves them too.
321.
Yeah.
So
He's got them all on the brain.
yeah, sounds like it. All right.
It's,
Well, I think we are.
I didn't mean
covered.
to pick all the potatoes for you.
No, that's okay. You can have as many as you want. We're glad they're going to a good home.
I hope you plant more potatoes so I could pick them.
We will plant more potatoes. And just so everyone knows,
I got this one.
I love that.
The Buckeyes.
And a Batman.
Yeah.
I have this. Now, just so everyone knows, we do still have our U-Pick going on right now. So if any of you are interested in coming by for those, we will have them. Anyone in Licking County, we will have those every Monday from 5:30 to 7 at 6th Street. Every Friday morning, 10 to 11:30 at Everett Park. So we will have potatoes there, Alan. Alan, if you want to come by Saturday morning, those potatoes are like this big.
I got one big one in there already. I got one big one in there. But I got a couple of small ones on, about 4 or 5 big ones.
Wow.
Well, we love them. We just cook them up with,
That
you
came
know.
out good. That one did.
Yeah, but all the red came out.
Them up and
Oh
out.
boy.
I still like the colors.
But,
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
There's nothing
every
wrong
time
with
you
it.
cook like
Again.
pork chops or
Maybe let it
steak,
set longer.
we can use the potatoes. You
A little bit
know.
of red in
Put some more red in there.
there. Yeah, maybe let it. Now we can't let them dry in the bags. We have to put them open air.
Birthday
And the bags will
today,
mold.
and
They'll get moldy.
Yeah.
TK, are you
But-
having fun?
And let them all dry. And
I think he is.
Oh,
Lou's
yeah.
gonna iron hers before she rinses out the dye.
Well, you
Yeah, I'm
guys,
gonna try
does
that.
anyone have any
Different
questions for
kinds
us? I know we're getting pretty close. Any
No, no
questions about
questions.
tie dyeing using natural ingredients, beets and turmeric dye?
Well, you,
Any
I
other
got a question
questions?
for you, Chef.
Yeah.
So you guys will be here all year?
So we are here during the gardening season. We finish the gardening season around October. We don't forget about it over here, though. We do all kinds of things during that time, and if there's not snow on the ground, we'll probably do
There's not very much left here.
But we're not planting because, you know, after October, after the last
Yeah.
frost.
I think it
No.
was.
Together we grow, friends.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Sarah,
Thank you.
to the rescue. And
Yes, Sarah, thank you.
My mask. You know.
absolute
Hi.
Terry's birthday with him too. So that is awesome that we're here with
Yes.
Terry.
Bye-bye.
I know.
Okay. Hope you
Bye,
enjoy the
TK.
and this is
Happy
awesome.
birthday.
All right. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you to Together We Grow for another great episode on PALS TV.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Wraps up our hour here at
Bye.
Lincoln County. We'll head over to Franklin next and hang out with Jose. So,
See ya.
guys.